All right, YouTube. Another one of my projects, this snow day project. Uh, Out there, it's in the low 20s right now. I got a little bit of snow coming down. One of the things I've been wanting to do is I have this Chiappa M1-22 long rifle carbine that I bought a few years ago, and I really like it. It's a fun shooter. It's lightweight, small. I'm going to be doing some upgrades on it here in the next few days. So I'm waiting for a couple of parts to come in. If you know anything about Chiappa, their rifles and some of their handguns, they use plastic parts in lieu of metal parts to keep the cost down. But you can buy aftermarket parts for them of metal. Websites like Numerich and other online sellers that sell M1 carbine parts, World War II parts. So what I did was I ordered a bayonet lug and a butt cap screw, a little bit more to the original single slot as opposed to the Phillips. That was only $2, and the bayonet band and bayonet lug barrel band combination. I ordered that because to replace a broken one, which I'll show you here shortly. So the barrel band bayonet lug that comes with the Chiappa, as well as the front side up here, are plastic, metal barrel, of course. But this one snapped right here at the point where it screws together. It still allows the barrel band to lock the upper and lower together, but this part right here, I wouldn't carry it with the sling because of the fact that it broke. So I got a metal one coming in. I ordered that from Numerich or how do you ever say it. And that should be in sometime this week. And once that comes in, I'll install it, and we'll see how that fits as far as metal pieces. What I want to focus on today is the sights. I already removed the upper peephole sights. That was made of plastic. That knocked out relatively easy. The receiver area is metal, of course, and it is dovetailed for 22 sights, but I didn't, want to use a traditional 22 scope. Not saying that I want to stay true to the M1, carbine in the World War II era, but you can modernize anything nowadays. I've substituted the upper portion of the stock for a metal one, which those came in I think after the war. Nothing too modern about it, but it's a look that I like. So what I'm going to be doing is I got this Dagger Defense accessories. Nope, I got the blue glove today. Dagger Defense accessory dovetail to Picatinny Weaver style rail adapter. Now, you can get the traditional ones that you see online for about $18, under $20 range. Depends on where you look. That will replace the upper sight area right here. I'll post a picture of that over here in the corner. But what I got is this, and the reason I bought this one is because of the fact that it's long and it's going to allow me to cut it. Now, it's a solid piece of aluminum, so I don't have to worry about anything, coming apart from the top to the bottom. I could cut it, and I do plan to cut it here. What I did yesterday, before I decided I was going to cut this metal, I took it out yesterday. We'll jump to the scenes where I was firing the carbine with the rail system on. The issue that I was concerned about was the casings of the 22 and the ejection pattern. I wanted to go as far as I could forward without interfering with the ejection pattern. I was able to go as far as I could forward to about this point using some reference points. I'm going to go slightly back, maybe about an eighth of an inch farther back. And that will give me a good low profile Picatinny rail on top of the carbine. I do plan to cut this approximately right about where my thumb is here. Let's move that over. And right to about where my thumb is, so I don't have so much overhang. Let me go ahead and rough fit this in for you. Okay, so as you can see, there is a bit of overhang right at this point right here. No worries, because I'm going to be cutting it off about right at this point. So all we have is two mounting points that would grip onto the dovetail and then the overhang, which were the red dot optic. And yes, I am going to use a red dot optic. It's just easier target acquisitions, a little bit more fun. Once again, not sticking to the true, nature of the M1 carbine and try to keep it authentic as if it was in World War II, etc. It's gonna, probably hurt some feelings of some, originalist purists out there. But this is my rifle. Okay, so this is my vision of what I want. Slightly move the red dot forward. I'm going to go cut this overhang off, and once we do that, I'll go ahead and file it, sand it, smooth it out, and then see if I can blue it or paint it. I think bluing will work just fine. So this is what we have so far. Let's go ahead and make that cut, and we'll be right back. Alright, so took out the piece, I went and chopped it. As you can see, it's a solid piece of aluminum. I used a cut-off saw to chop it, and then I put it on a disc sander to fine-tune the edges right here. I used a sandpaper. I used about a 200 grit sandpaper. Took off some of the sharp edges, and now we're going to go ahead and see if this piece will take bluing as opposed to paint. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so I found out that the bluing is not going to take to the aluminum. What I did was took the other half, sanded it, degreased it, and heated it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of flat black. We'll have to go that route. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off with alcohol, let it dry, and then give it a shot of some flat black and see how that holds. Later on down the road, I can go ahead and use some appliance epoxy and bake that on if I feel that that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and give this a couple of shots of black, let it set up, and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, so let's see where we are. Gave it a shot of flat black. As you can see, it looks pretty darn good, actually. It's a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, so maybe it worked out better that we used the black paint as opposed to, attempting to blue it or anything else. So, yeah, you can see where there's, it's still factory coat up here, but no biggie. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and mount it, get it set up, and see how it's going to work. So I took a few extra minutes before I mounted it, and went and finished the rest of it with the black spray, flat black. So now it's even. It doesn't stand out as much. I went ahead and lined it up, mounted it. It's flush to the back right here by the buffer plate. Let's go ahead and put the optic on and see how that fits. Okay, so here we go. This looks pretty good now. So you have the optic a little forward, and I put some of the rail guards right here to take off some of the sharp edges. Now I need to laser bore sight the optic to the rifle. I took it out yesterday. I didn't put a target up because of the fact that I didn't plan to, because I was just going to go shoot to see if the ejection pattern was being interfered with. And I'll show you those video clips again. But yeah, so I didn't take anything out there to zero the target, no targets. So I just thought I'd bore sight it. I did shoot at a couple of targets out there at a distance. They had some steel, and I was hitting it, but I don't know exactly where I was hitting it. So we're going to go ahead and laser bore sight that and get that in. But when I get my pieces of the rifle in this week, the screw and the barrel band / bayonet lug, I'll go ahead and install those. So let's go ahead and look at what we got on this side. Oh, I should have took that off. Okay, so the optic we have on here. Let's go ahead and set that down. All right, so this is what we're looking at. Instead of using the traditional mount that you can get, you can accomplish something similar to this, a little bit more low profile, I think. I think it looks a little better. If you think you like this, let me know. Post a comment. But if you're one of those World War II purists, don't bother. It's a 22 rifle, so don't worry about it. Do your own thing. They're your guns, they're your firearms. Do what you want with them. But thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll finish up this video this week when those parts come in. All right. Thanks a lot.